Hello students, today I am here to teach you a 7th chapter of geography, that is major industries. In this chapter students, we will study about our industrial system or our various industries. First we will start with the manufacturing process. What is manufacturing? Manufacturing is an activity of making the things of utility by industrial process. Through the process of manufacturing, what happens? Raw material, they acquire utility and achieve more value. When we are talking about the manufacturing process, it involves three processes. First, raw materials we need, then these raw materials are processed and the final product of utility is being produced. In this chapter students, we have to study about the manufacturing industries and their classification on the various bases. So the manufacturing industries can be classified on the basis of raw materials, output, size and ownership also. So the first classification of the manufacturing industry is on the basis of raw material. If we are talking about the basis of raw material, manufacturing industries can be categorized in the four heads like agro-based industries, marine-based industries, forest-based industries and the mineral-based industries. What are agro-based industries? Agro-based industries involve the processing of agricultural produce. Some examples of the agro-based industries are sugar mill, cotton textile, food processing unit, etc. Marine-based industry. This industry refers to the processing and canning of the product derived from the marine or aquatic organism such as fish, shrimp, etc. Next is forest-based industry. These industries signify the processing of products from the forest. Say for example, wood is made from paper or timber can be used for various purposes. Mineral-based industries. These industries include the manufacturing of minerals obtained through mining and the drilling. Example of the mineral-based industries are like petrochemical industries, iron and steel plants and aluminium units, etc. Other classification of the industries is classification based on the output. So when we are talking about the output, some industries are known as the basic industries while some other industries are known as the consumer good industries. What are basic industries? Through these industries, what happens students? Materials useful for the other industries are produced. It means basic industries are those industries which are producing the materials which are necessary for other industries. The iron and the steel industry, for example, makes steel for further use in the automobile, heavy machinery and other industries. Next industry on the basis of output is consumer good industries. Consumer good industries involve the manufacture of goods that are ready for direct consumption. Say for example, many things are there like our fooding, electronic goods, textile, pharmaceutical, etc. So this was the second classification of the manufacturing industries. Third classification is based on the size. When we are classifying the manufacturing industries on the basis of size, it can be categorized as cottage or household industries, small scale industries or the large scale industries. Cottage or household industries. The smallest manufacturing unit are placed under this category. It is characterized by hand manufacture using locally available raw materials at home. Only small capital and marginal transport expenditures are required for such kind of the industry. Say for example, potters, weavers, blacksmith, carpenters, they are also making their own commodity and selling in the market. So this comes under the cottage or the household industries. Second type of the industry is small scale industries. Small scale industries involves organization of the skilled craft persons and employed labor in which there is a greater use of capital, more machines, electric power and raw materials that are both locally available or bought in from outside. Products are more standardized and of better quality. production caters to the larger market but on a small scale. Say for example, food products, textile, consumer goods, ceramic, wood products, etc. Next type of the industries is large scale industry. These industries are capital intensive. It means that more capital is required for the establishment of large scale industry. They utilize heavy machinery, consume a lots of power and employ numerous skilled laborers. Raw materials are obtained from a variety of sources or are even imported also. Production is on a large scale and caters to the national and the international market also. So these are the various classification on the basis of size. The fourth classification of industries is on the basis of ownership. So when we are talking about the ownership, industries can be classified under four heads: private sector enterprise, public sector enterprise, joint sector enterprise or the cooperative sector enterprise. Now what is private sector enterprise? If the means of production belongs to a private individual or a group of private individuals who are partners, it is described as a private sector enterprise. Profits derived from the sale of the output belongs to the individual who own the manufacturing unit and who makes all the capital investments in it. Say for example, TISCO, the Tata Iron and Steel Company, and another example of the private sector enterprise is the Ford Motors. Next type of the industry is public sector enterprise. If an industrial establishment is owned, controlled and managed by the state, it is known as the public sector enterprise. The government makes all investments and the marketing of the goods produced is through government agencies only. Say for example, many examples are there like the Bharat Heavy Electrical Industry is a public sector unit. Third type of the classification is joint sector enterprise. Joint sector enterprise involves an industry owned and managed jointly by the government and an individual or individuals. The amount of investment and share of the profit depends on the level of involvement of both the sides. In India, some petrochemical units are joint sector enterprise. The fourth one is cooperative sector enterprise. When a group of people pool resources to set up and manage an industrial venture on a cooperative basis, it is called cooperative sector enterprise. All profits and losses are shared among the members of the cooperative. Many textile units function as the cooperatives. So students, these are the various classifications of the industries on the basis of raw materials, on the basis of the size, on the basis of the ownership and on the basis of output. I hope you all have understood. Now the next section of the book is chapter is location. So the location of a particular industry depends on the various factors. Say for example, raw materials, power, labor, technology, transportation, etc. So the first requirement is raw materials. There are a number of industries such as the jute that require huge amount of cheap, bulky raw materials. Hence, setting it up near the sources of raw material will save heavy transportation. Similarly, power is also needed. During the Industrial Revolution, coal was the major source of power. So many industries were located close to the coal field because without power it is not possible for the industries to run their machinery. Third requirement is labor and the technology. Industries that require huge quantum of cheap labor to operate efficiently as with textile units usually located in the densely populated area. So labor and technology is also prerequisite for the location of an industry. Market. The market or the demand factor is particularly important in deciding a location, as it is the market where the manufactured goods are sold. This is especially so when the goods are perishable, as with dairy product and other perishable goods. So manufacturing units or products that get easily damaged in transportation, such as glass or the ceramics or the electronics, are usually located near the market. Other requirement is capital. Finance is probably the most important factor for the establishment of different industries. This explains why developing countries with little invested capital are not so industrially developed, while the US and the countries of the Northwest Europe, being capable of huge investment of industrial capital, have some of the major industrial belts of the world. Next is government policy also. Students, government play a vital role through tax incentives, subsidies and nationalism. In most countries, the government plays a part in deciding where and what type of industry will be set up. Last is transport and communication. A good and cheap transport work provides flexibility in the location of the industries. If affordable transportation facilities are well developed, then fuel, labor and even raw materials can be brought to a region very easily. So students, these are the various factors on which the location of a particular industry depends. In the next part of the chapter, we have to study about some major industries. Some major industries can be broadly divided into two categories: heavy industries, which include iron and the steel, metallurgical, heavy machinery, heavy chemical transport equipments and fertilizer industries. And second one is the light industries, including the textile, sugar, food processing, electrical and electronic goods and various consumer good industry. So let us study about first iron and steel industry. The iron and steel industry involves the manufacturing of pig iron, steel and steel products such as the sheets, bars, billets, rods and the cables. It uses in most other industries either as a raw material or in machinery is what makes this industry the most basic of all industries. Next is chemicals. The chemical industry uses a great variety of raw materials to produce an enormous range of products: acids, bases, salt, alcohol, alkalis, caustic soda, etc. As most of the products are used in the manufacturing of different industrial products such as glass, fertilizers, rubbers, etc., pharmaceutical, we can say that this is a basic industry. Another basic industry is transport equipment industry. The manufacture of transport equipment is important in all technically advanced countries of the world. It includes the manufacture of motor vehicles, aircraft, ships, locomotives and rolling stocks like coaches and the wagons. Next we have automobiles. The manufacturing primarily in the automobile industry is of the assembly line type. Therefore, the units are located in the area where harbors, labors, raw materials and power are easily available. With a vast population, India has a large market for automobiles that are manufactured in Delhi, Gurgaon, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and Pune. Next we have shipbuilding and railway rolling stock industry. Shipbuilding. This industry is usually located near the seaside where steel is easily available. The first shipbuilding nations come up around the Mediterranean Sea. Today, South Korea, China, UK, Netherlands, Germany, Spain, Portugal, France, Japan all manufacture ships. And in India, Visakhapatnam, Kochi and Kolkata are the important shipbuilding center. When we are talking about the railway rolling stock, manufacture of locomotives, wagon and coaches first began during the Industrial Revolution in England. Now it has spread to US, Russia, France, Germany in a big way. Jamshedpur, Chittaranjan and Varanasi are the centers of locomotive manufacture in India. Next, we have to study about the textile industries. The textile industry is one of the oldest industries in the world. It includes textile made from three types of fibers: natural vegetable fiber, that is cotton, jute, flax, hemp, etc. Natural animal fiber like wool and silk, and number 3 is synthetic fiber like nylon, polyester, acrylic and rayon. Under textile, we have cotton textile, woolen textiles, silk textiles and the jute textiles. Cotton textiles. The cotton textile industry need large quantity of bulky raw cotton, power to run the looms and machinery and labor, both skilled and semi-skilled. This factor therefore determine the location of the cotton mills. Woolen textile. The woolen textile industry is based near the supply of power, labor and raw material like the wool of sheep and the hair of goat. Both hand looms and power looms are used. Woolen textile in India are produced in Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. Silk textile. China, Korea, Japan, Malaysia, Sri Lanka and India lead in silk textile production using both hand looms and power looms. Some silk textile are also manufactured in Russia, the US, Italy, Germany and the Switzerland. In India, the leading centers of the silk production are Karnataka, Assam, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and Bihar. Other type of the textile is jute textiles. Based on the fiber of jute plant that grow mainly in India and Bangladesh, the jute mills are located near the sources of raw materials, labor, power and water supply. India and Bangladesh lead world production. There are also mills in the Myanmar, Thailand, Kenya, Italy, France and UK. Jute mills in India are located in the West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Andhra Pradesh. So students, this is all about your textile industries. Next type of the industry which we have to study is sugar and paper industry. First we will study about sugar industry. Sugar is an agro-based industry. Sugar mills use juice from sugar beet and sugar cane and convert into granulated sugar crystal. As cane and beet decorate in juice content and are perishable in nature, it is necessary for the sugar mills to be located near the growing area. Most of the sugar mills in India are located in Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Next is paper industry. The coniferous forestry are best suited for the manufacture of pulp, paper and newsprint. Bamboo, fibrous plants and reed provides raw material for the paper mill. India's paper mills are in Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Odisha and Maharashtra. Aircraft and cement industry. Aircraft. Having first developed on the large scale in Germany, aircrafts are manufactured in UK, France, Italy, China and US. India has manufacturing units in the Bengaluru, Kanpur, Nasik and Lucknow. Cement factory. Cement is the basis for the construction industry. It uses raw materials such as the lime, clay, shale and gypsum. In India, which has a booming housing and construction sector, is the leading producer of cement. Delhi, Dwarka, Sindri, Madhopur, Jabalpur and Dalmia Nagar are important centers of the cement industry in India. So these are all about the various types of the industries which we can see in the world. The last part of the chapter deals with information technology. This information technology in fact comes under a tertiary sector. So now let us study about the information technology. Information technology can be truly regarded as an industry of today. It is due to the meteoric growth and worldwide expansion of this industry that we are able to connect with rest of the world. The information technology industry is based on the development of two major areas, hardware industry and the software industry. Hardware industry is related to the manufacturing of the computers and their parts, while software industry prepares programs that enable computers to operate and enable information and data to be processed, analyzed and interpreted. The IT industry is creating new jobs in the world. It is an industry which depends on research and cutting edge technology. IT related business, software development, web based services, project consultancy, plus outsourced services, which includes all call centers, medical transcription, and business processes outsourcing or BPO are today creating millions of jobs worldwide. The IT industry is today booming in US, Western, and Central Europe. This has given an impetus to the job opportunities in the country. Unemployment among educated youth and the regional economic disparities can be gradually diminished with the spread of IT industry in India also. So this is all about this chapter, students. I hope you all have understood. Thank you.